This is Dr. Sean over at the Natural BodyWorks, and today we're going to go over plantar fasciitis. What is plantar fasciitis in the first place? So the plantar, you walk on the plants, right? That's the bottom of the foot. And there's a fascia, a kind of tissue that goes from this bone here called the calcaneus, and it comes up and weaves into these bones in here, which are called the metatarsals. Or these are tarsals, actually. Tarsals, metatarsals, and these are the phalanges. So you remember we had that little anatomy thing. You have two phalangeal bones here. This is the big toe, the great hallux. And then you have three, and then three, and then three, and then three. There's 14 total. And then there's 5 of these metatarsals in here. And then you have a bunch of tarsals and the calcaneus. And then here you have the inside of the ankle. We're going to concentrate on that pain that people get in here and through the bottom of the foot. Now, true plantar fasciitis is an inflammation of this tissue under here, and it hurts. If you've been walking on concrete, you walk in the wrong kind of shoes, you stand all the time, it's more likely to happen. Now, one of the things that happens is that the next morning is when your heels were hurt so bad that you can't even stand. It's terrible. And one of the things I noticed, we've done a lot of dry needling on people, and there's a lot of dry needling techniques for it, but they don't really catch the whole problem. We need to go further up the leg into the soleus, which is up and through here, up and through deep inside here. It's underneath this guy called the gastrocnemius, and then we have to work our way all the way up actually into the low back. Very important, because that's what's called the kinetic chain. The kinetic chain starts from the sole of the foot, includes the arch, the way the talus is, the way these bones are the bones up in the knee are, how are they oriented to each other? Are they twisted? Either way, which is going to change the arch of the foot. Then we go all the way up into the hip. Is the hip riding forward, or is the pelvis moved forward or back? Those all make a difference. So if you're having problems with plantar fasciitis, I'd say go see a chiropractor. You know, podiatrist is good. They're going to look at, oh, look, this bone needs to be shaved down here, and this surgery and injections here. But we need to do some structural changes from the bottom up, and it's much better to do that. Now, to use this pen, this is our handy dandy acupuncture electric acupuncture pen. I'm going to put it on 3 here, and we're going to go after a couple muscles. Now, one of the muscles in here is the Flexor Digitorum longus. Okay, that's up in here. It flexes the digits, right? And it's the longer of the muscles. It comes this way, underneath here, up into this section. And we're going to go right behind this is called the medial malleolus. And we're going to here's the end of it. Okay, these are acupuncture points, but we're not going to go over acupuncture points right now. These are all kidney points in through here, which are good for energy and stuff like that, or adrenal points. And we're going to go 1 thumb width below the end of this bone. There it is. That's 1 inch. Remember, 1 inch. And we're going to hold that, and you're going to go deep for 10, light for 10. You shouldn't feel any twitching. You may feel a little twitching up in the legs. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But we're going to follow all the way around. We're going to 1 inch back from that too, in through here. Here's where you start feeling it down through here. This is where a lot of that pain goes on. Okay, we're catching this nerve down through here. And there's a muscle down here we're going to do 2 in a minute, but we're going to come up this sucker, and we're going to work up that, well, there's a tibialis posterior underneath in here, okay, behind the tibia, but we're going to go up and through here and find the Flexor Digitorum longus. I'm going to turn this up and see if I can get, that's 8. Ooh, I'm going to try to go deep, turn it down. Can we find anything? Not really. I'm not feeling it too much in there. Little bit of, wee bit of twitching in the foot. I can feel it, but I'm actually feeling more of it in my arms, so that can happen too. If that's happening, we're just not getting a very good connection in through here. Let's turn it back up 4, and we're going to come down here. Now, we did 1 thumb below, 1 thumb behind, and we worked all the way up. Now, you're going to find right behind, you feel all the way in through here, and that's going to be a really good feel. It's actually going to sedate this nerve through here, you know, and you'll be able to see 1 thumb straight behind, right in front of the Achilles tendon here, okay? The Achilles tendon attaches to the soleus muscle up and through here and the calf muscle. We can do some on the calf muscle, but let's focus down here. Now, as we go 1 inch down, we're going to go down towards the heel pad. Now, heel and the bottom of the foot skin is thicker than skin, say, here. Okay, it's called stratum lucidium, and underneath it is a fascia, and then there's a which is kind of a covering, and then there's a fat pad, which is all segmented. It's very interesting looking, and we're going to work our way right along the, remember the fish skin? Okay, we had the fish skin in the hand. That's where the skin changes color from sole of your foot to the top, and it goes like this. Okay, I don't have that much of a difference because I haven't been out in the sun as much as I'd like to be, but we're going to go all the way down, find the bottom of the heel bone. It may be tender when you push. We're going to go on the inside, and we're going to work all the way through, 1 inch at a time, 10 seconds each. You should feel a little bit of twitching in the foot, maybe pinching like it is in here. You're going to follow just the fish skin all the way to the top. Okay, 1 inch at a time. Come in here. Again, we're hitting those different meridian points for the kidney, and some other good ones in there. Now we come down in through here. Now we're going to go further in into this section here, and we're going to catch a couple of them. This one's called the adductor, so it adds to the middle. Adductor hallucis. Okay, so hallucis is the great hallux. This is the pollux, by the way. That's a hallux. Hallux, pollux. Okay, and then down through here, the Flexor, Digitorum, Brevis. Remember we had the Flexor, Digitorum, Longus here, and the Brevis is here. So we're going to work on those. Come down in here, and you're going to find, really good. Now remember with this, we can use this without, this is at 4. I'm not getting a big twitch. I should be getting a little bit of a twitch. I'm not finding it in here. But we're going to work on that muscle completely. Digging through the muscle. We can also use this side of it, which is really good to just kind of come in here and, don't want to turn it down. We can feel a little bit in there. Much better if you feel like the small end. In through here, kidney 1. Push that inside there. And we can feel it all the way, work all the way up. I feel it again through here. We're going to work all the way through, in through this section. Really good. Deep. Deep, 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 deep. 10. Medium for 10, light for 10. Okay, you may like the deeper part, then go ahead and do that for all 3 sets of 10. Now, surrounding the, remember we did surrounding the dragon, surrounding the tiger and stuff like that. We're going to go right around this heel pad, right where it hurts. We're going to dig in there and just hold this at the highest rate we can for those 10 seconds, all the way around the heel pad. Remember, heels, man, this sucker can hurt. Now, it could be from faults in the foot, which a podiatrist can help you with. Sometimes insoles can help. I don't like having people get really expensive ones to start. If you get some cheaper ones and then go expensive, because, man, these suckers can cost a lot of money. But they're good. You need to get some good ones. I would try them. I've had them before. I like them. Right in through there. Get all this whole section, right around this entire section through here, and up and through these guys in through here. Now, if you want to, remember we had Boxy in the hands. It says these guys here. We have Ba Feng down to the feet. We want to do those as well, right between the toes, as we move this way without knocking everything over. Okay, those I do wear sandals. Right between the toes, we get right in there. Do each one. This is Ba Feng. Feel it right up into the foot. Twitching. That's actually a really good one right there. We're going to work all the way down. Again, fish skin on the outside. Right? All the way through. All the way through to the back. And you may find this one goes over the top of the foot. So we're getting kind of a whole foot thing going on here. And through here. Liver meridian. Okay? That's actually a really good one. I feel that in my foot. And it feels like it wants to pop. Motion is life to the joints on these guys. So if these aren't moving well because they're stuck in shoes all the time, that's a problem. You do need to walk barefoot when you can. Here's one of the other tricks that I use and I show patients when I'm doing this, is to hold this part of the foot. Okay, with one hand, take this part and twist back and forth. Okay, rolling them. You can do a little figure 8. Bend the toes as far as it goes, and then stretch the foot. You should feel it through here. Stretch, 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 stretch as far as you can. Stretch them back as far as I can. Not just the foot, because you don't feel much. You'll feel that a little bit in the calf, but you're going to feel the toes. And we could do one toe at a time. Just really pull them buggers. Don't pull them off. They don't come off, generally. If they do, put them in an envelope, send them to me. I'll send you some glue. So we hold here and turn this, then hold here, and we're going to try to move this. And it takes some work because you have to really connect with your foot in your head. And the way we connect is like by understanding how it moves. All those movements are normal. Okay, you should be able to flex your toes and extend your feet and do the same with your foot and ankle and internally rotate, externally rotate, all this kind of stuff. It's called plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. We should be able to do those normally. Now, if they're painful, you want to get to just the edge, just when it starts to feel like it hurts. And it'll feel like it hurts either somewhere in the joint, and we want to do a little stretch. Hold that for about 10 seconds and let it go. Do it one more time. After the second or third time, that should completely loosen up. Now, if there's other problems, that's when you get to go get checked by your podiatrist or go get checked by a chiropractor. If a chiropractor does the extremity adjusting, which you can get big, huge mobilizations through here and through the toes and everything, and pop those suckers and really open them up, get some fresh fluids through there, that's a really good thing. Try that. The next thing to do is low back. Okay, for low back, get somebody else to do it. It's really hard to reach with this thing. It's hard for me to do even on this. And don't forget to subscribe. I have no idea. I think this is going to be face up, so go down there and subscribe. You'll see any other like hints or tricks and stuff. I'll put little videos up through here. I think I did one on the calf before. And don't forget to get your pen, okay, and take care of it. Go down to the what's it called? The comments down there. Go to the comment section and go in the description, and you can find a link to get one of these. If you want one for yourself from me directly, they're $25. Will Venmo me the money or Patreon or whatever. Someone will get me the money and I'll send it to you forthwith and post haste to your house anywhere in the United States, and for $25, shipping included. All right. So you guys, let me know how this goes. There's some really good questions. The reason I did this one is because we have a couple of patients here, but also I get questions and comments from all y'all. So thank you very much. We just hit 1 million views on all of our videos, which is freaking incredible. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and we'll see you later. Bye. Don't forget to get your pen. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, I don't get paid for these kind of things. I mean, this is just I do this for giggles, and because I like this little pen. It's cheap, it's easy, it's a safe kind of thing. You can even use it without it on. As you turn to 0, it turns off in a minute or two, and you get in there and you can use this thing as a deep tissue kind of working on these things. It feels actually quite good, and dig around with it and just kind of like find those trigger points and go for them. Work all the way up the leg if you need to. Okay, we didn't even talk about this one up here, 3 inches up. There's a main point right through here. It's called 3 yins crossing. That's going to be the spleen, the kidney, and the liver meridian all cross in this area. It's a very important point that we can use. If it's very tender, you can use this on it. Some people say don't use it if you're pregnant. I've never had anybody have a problem with that. But you know what? Don't use it if you're pregnant. And if you're having menstrual issues, you may find that one of these sides is more tender than the other. Traditionally, they say that's the side you're ovulating on, but we don't know. So, this is Dr. Sean over the Natural BodyWorks. Do your thing, and we'll talk to you later. Okay? There you go. Foot and whatever. There we go. Ta-da! Take care.